Mayor Maggie Ballard. First, I want to inform the community that we are holding a special meeting at noon on Monday, December 16th in the City Council chambers to hear a post-analysis incident report from Jensen Hughes. Representatives from Jensen Hughes will walk through their findings of the post-incident analysis. The Sedgwick County Commission will hold a similar special meeting on Monday at 9 a.m. We also plan to host the report publicly as soon as we can. At this time, we have not received the report and we cannot speak to their findings, but we partnered with the county to conduct this independent audit after last year's tragic fire that took the life of the 22-year-old Paoli Podesky. We are committed to finding ways to ensure our first responders have the tools they need to save lives. And now I'd like to invite up Officer Chris with the Wichita Police Department to discuss holiday safety. As you know, thieves are often more active this time of year, especially targeting vehicles with packages and presents as folks do their holiday shopping. So here to tell us more is Officer Chris.
Good morning. I'm Officer Chris Gupilon with the Wichita Public Information Office for the Wichita Police Department, and I'm here to offer some safety tips so that we don't let the Grinch spoil your holiday season. So as the holiday season fills the air with joy and goodwill, it's also a time when thieves, much like the Grinch, might be lurking, looking for opportunities to dampen your festive spirit. Now, it's our time as a community to work together to ensure your holidays stay merry and bright by keeping your home, vehicle, and the delivery safe. So here are some essential tips from the police department. Now, when it comes to protecting your vehicle, lock it up. Always lock your vehicle. Take that extra time, extra precaution to make sure that you're hitting your key fobs. Hit it multiple times just to make sure your door's locked. Make sure the actual door locking mechanism is down. Take those extra steps and ensure that your vehicle is locked. We do see a lot of that, so make sure you do that, even if you're stepping away for just for a moment, because they are thieves who are just watching vehicles constantly. When it comes to gifts, packages, and shopping bags, those should never be left in plain sight. If you must leave them in your car, please go the extra mile and the extra effort to store them in the trunk or just put them out of view, because that's what they're looking for. And we also encourage you to park smart. Now, what does that mean? Parking smart means, choosing well-lit areas where you can park where it's well-lit. Busy areas, park there. Thieves prefer isolated and dark spots, so stay away from those areas when you have to park your vehicle. Now, it's starting to get a little bit more colder as we get further into the winter season, so be cautious when warming your vehicle. A lot of cars have auto starters, but that's what thieves look for, so just make sure, again, you're taking the proper precautions and preventing your vehicles from being stolen. Porch pirates, porch pirates, porch pirates. Now, ways to prevent that: use delivery safeguards. What does that mean? It means schedule deliveries for when someone will be home. There's many different opportunities for you when you're ordering packages to schedule timely deliveries so that they can be delivered when somebody is home, or use secure pickup options, using lockers, ship to store options, or have packages delivered to a trusted neighbor or even a workplace if possible. Install cameras or alarms, doorbell cameras, porch cameras with motion alerts. Those can deter thieves and help track any suspicious activity, which can help us in turn find out who these porch pirates are, so highly recommended. Now, when you have to keep your home secure, lights on, crime off. Keep exterior lights on at night. By doing so, it potentially can deter burglars from going to a well-lit home. Make it appear occupied. If you're traveling, ask a trusted friend or neighbor to collect your mail and set lights on your timer so that they kick on when you're not there, but it looks like somebody's home. Burglar doesn't know that, you guys know that. And what's more important, making sure the burglars know that someone is home. And also secure all entry points. So what that means, lock all your windows and doors. The 9 p.m. routine, we are a very big advocate of that. What is a 9 p.m. routine? It's an alarm you set on your phone. So at 9 o'clock, hey, what's going on at 9 o'clock? I need to make sure that my alarms are set, my doors are locked, my vehicle's secured, all packages, valuables are out of the car. 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. routine. So try to instill that into your daily, everyday routine. And don't advertise your holiday. What does that mean? So that means avoid displaying gifts where they can be seen from windows or even posting travel plans on your social media. Thieves out there are monitoring social media, so if they see you're out of town, your house becomes a target. So try not to do that until after the holiday season. So just remember, a little extra caution now can save you a lot of heartache later. If you see something, please, that's when you need to call. So if you see something suspicious, say something. Get us out there so that we can respond and we can address whatever is going on that you may seem suspicious. So let's stop the Grinch and his modern-day counterparts in his tracks. Your safety is our top priority, and we're here to help ensure your holiday season stays joyful and bright. Thank you, Vice Mayor.
Thank you, Officer Chris. We want everyone to avoid the Grinch from ruining their holidays. Wichita Park and Recreation is hosting their Winter Wonderland on Friday, December 13th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. They will light the NASCAR Century 2 and Old Town trees. There will be s'mores, photo station treats, and of course, Santa and Mrs. Claus. Special thanks to Wichita Federal Credit Union, our event sponsor, for making this night extra special for our community. And finally, we have our weekly mental health tip from Eric from the mental health.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. So too often in Wichita, when we hear about mental illness, it tends to be through the lens of a mental health crisis. But for every crisis that we hear about, for that matter, every crisis that we don't hear about, there was a moment, there was an opportunity to address it before it grew into crisis proportions. And this is the reason that MHA offers a mental health warm line. The warm line is a de-escalation resource which is staffed by peer support specialists who have themselves lived with mental health issues and are trained to talk to the general public through a situation that left unaddressed could become a crisis inflection point, requiring significantly more time and energy to manage. Now, the grant through which this program is offered allows us to make the telephone line available at no cost to the public 7 days a week from 5 to 11 p.m. So it's after business hours when other mental health resources may not be available. However, this grant is limited both in dollar amount and in term. So for those in our community that value the importance and uniqueness of this intervention tool, we would certainly covet your financial support to ensure that this warm line and this resource doesn't disappear from our community and leave Wichita without a de-escalation resource that saves untold millions of your tax dollars in emergency response and in the social safety net. In the months that this phone number has been operational, we have garnered callers who receive regular treatment for their mental health issues and use the line to help them work through the way that their common triggers affect their mental health. We also get calls from people who just need regular interaction with others to avoid being triggered in the first place. And certainly this recognition that human interaction is a vital tool for good mental health should be admired and is something that probably, frankly, more of us should accommodate on a daily basis. Now, the number for the warm line, which is 316-260-2340, is printed both on the mental health crisis cards that I spoke about here last week, as well as on these dedicated cards that provide additional information specific to this resource, such as tips for symptom management. We encourage any business or organization who would like access either to the crisis cards I mentioned last week or to these cards specifically for the warm line. We encourage them to call my office at 316-651-1241. And for those who see the value of this warm line for the mental health of your friends and your family, that same number can be called to offer your financial support to a stronger Wichita. And that number again is 316-651-1241. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. We want to make sure that everyone knows who to call and what available resources there are. And with that, I also wanted to thank the Southeast Buffalo's government class for coming to join us today. And with that, I will take any questions. Okay, you guys are easy on me today. Thank you.